We're back here on PAWL Heatwave as here comes the man that defeated Batista last night in a match of the year candidate. It was an amazing match. 15 minutes of pure awesomeness. As CM Punk, he hit 2 GTSs on Batista, but Batista kicked out. Batista hit 2 Batista bombs on Punk, but Punk kicked out. What a match it was. But in the end, CM Punk surprising Batista with a roll-up, proving Batista that the smaller superstars can go with the bigger ones. Of course, their rivalry all started when Batista cost Punk a match, saying that he was mad the fans cheered small wrestlers like Daniel Bryan and CM Punk and Rey Mysterio. Punk proving that sometimes the smaller guys can be better than the bigger guys, as CM Punk got the win last night, and this time he'll be facing a pretty big guy kind of like with the same build as Batista, David A-List Otunga. So can David Otunga get the upset, or will CM Punk continue riding his wave of newfound momentum by beating Batista? Of course, we are live in Battle Creek, Michigan. You see our fans here riled up for CM Punk, and it looks like he's grabbing a microphone. Not that surprising. Let's see what Punk has to say. Punk with some strong words. They're saying that Batista must be thinking it's 2005 all over again. And Punk landed out there. He said Batista's probably going to want some more of him, so Punk says bring it on. So anyway, here comes a pretty underrated superstar, kind of like Ted Dibiase. Doesn't get really featured that much, but is a pretty good wrestler. Of course, David Otunga is very powerful. The Harvard Law graduate. Could be a big win here, probably the biggest one of David Otunga's career, to knock off a hot CM Punk right now. Otunga has the talent to do it. Can he beat the best in the world? We'll have to see. Looks like both competitors are at their sides of the ring, and let's get it on here in Battle Creek. Crowd hot for Punk already as Punk takes him down with a chop. Now a slap to the face and a big kick. And another one. And a third one. Otunga trying to fight off this fury, but Punk is red hot tonight. Big Irish whip. No. David Otunga able to get out of the way of that enziguri. Another one. No. Otunga able to get out of the way again. And now Otunga takes over the arm. CM Punk though with a nice counter and an arm drag. Having a front face lock on Otunga, and Punk with a nice double knee to the chest there. Punk using the ropes and a drop kick. Looking very different than that match with Batista. Punk getting off to a hot start. Punk using some quick moves, but Otunga now trying to build momentum. But no Punk again. A nice T-bone suplex by there, showing some impressive strength from CM Punk. Now Punk rolls him up. Will he get him like he did Batista? No. Punk running the ropes. But David Otunga with a nice backbreaker there. And now Otunga immediately taunting. You need to stay on Punk or he'll do something like this. Punk comes back with a nice snap suplex. Punk. A slam. Running the ropes here. And a leg drop. And now Punk elbows to that collarbone area, maybe breaking the collarbone. Now Punk again with another one of those slams. And another leg drop. Punk dominating this match. Punk going to the top rope. CM Punk. Moonsault. No, Otunga gets out of the way. Otunga, nice move there. No, and Otunga catches one of the kicks, but no, Punk ducks the clothesline. But no, Otunga coming back. Belly to belly suplex, and Otunga being impressive here. Punk, Irish whipping Otunga. Now CM Punk going a little bit high risk. Tornado DDT. Off the Tornado DDT, CM Punk going to the top rope. Paying tribute to Macho Man Randy Savage with a top rope elbow. Now CM Punk calling for the go to sleep. CM Punk picks Otunga up. And the go to sleep connects. GTS. Get another look at that one, and Otunga is knocked out cold. He ain't gonna kick out of this like Batista did. 1, 2, 3, and CM Punk is victorious. CM Punk continuing riding the wave of momentum with a victory over David Otunga here. Otunga had a couple impressive moves, but he's just nowhere near on the level of CM Punk in his young career. So CM Punk getting another victory here, and CM Punk is on the top of his game, it looks like. Defeating David Otunga. Of course, that went over Batista, now beating Otunga, staying, keeping on that winning streak, and Punk is on top of his game. As you see, he's having a good time, having some fun, as he said in his promo here in Battle Creek. Punk celebrating with this crowd, telling Otunga that he just went to sleep. CM Punk having a good time. CM Punk is victorious. Anyway, folks, looks like we're about set for our main event as CM Punk is continuing with this crowd. But wait, there's Batista from behind. Batista, he's in our main event. Batista catching Punk. Now Batista, top rope, back superplex. Batista coming out here, and this is not good. He caught Punk completely off guard. Now Batista with a kendo stick. The referee can't do anything but just sit there and watch. Punk gets up and gets met by a kendo stick. Batista continuing on the tag, but Punk fighting back. We're gonna let's go CM Punk chant is now. Punk whips him, but no, Batista counters, and Punk, he just got through a match. And Batista spine-buster, no, Punk counters. Punk, the best thing for Punk might just be to get out of the ring. He might have more bronze than brains. Now Punk again trying to come back. Batista though countering. Batista, surprise attack on Punk, and Batista with a big spine buster. Batista just demolishing Punk here. Throwing Punk out of the ring. And a big right, and another one, and Punk gets out of the ring. Now what's Batista doing? Batista throwing him, he's right here on our announce table. This isn't good. And now, slamming Punk's head on the announce table. And now Batista setting it up. A Batista bomb on the announce table, and Punk is out cold. Batista hitting his Batista bomb on the announce table, but he's not done. Batista looking, he has a steel chair now. Hammering on Punk, but no, Punk gets out of the way and hammers Punk, and Punk is busted open. Punk is bleeding. CM Punk is bleeding after that chair shot in another one to the head. Batista just breaking that chair, and another vicious spine buster on the outside. Batista, mad about his loss, catching Punk completely off guard. But now Punk trying to come back. Punk, he's bloodied. He's hurt, but he's still trying to fight him. Batista with a kick below the belt. Now Batista throwing Punk. Now what's Batista thinking here? Batista. And a spear through the... And they go through the barricade. A spear through the barricade. Batista with this attack on Punk, spearing him through the barricade. Punk, after that match, suffering a back superplex, and Batista bomb through the announce table, and a spear through the barricade, and Batista still isn't done. He's grabbing a table now. If Punk is conscious at all, he just needs to leave through the crowd or something. Punk, though, getting up, and he's still trying to fight. And now Punk trying to grab a weapon of his own. Punk trying to fight Batista at any cost, throwing in a trash can, but Batista catches him. Punk is bleeding profusely out of the head now, and a big spine buster. Now Batista, with that trash can, just hitting Punk and throwing it on him. Now trying to break the trash can over Punk, but no, Punk counters. Looks like he kicked the trash can. Punk with a kendo stick. Batista gets out of the way. Punk with the kendo stick. Punk trying to fight back now. CM Punk. Kendo stick shots. But Batista with a big clothesline, almost knocking his head off. Batista spine buster. Looks like part of Punk's right arm caught that steel trash can there. And Batista, and wait, Batista, and the table's on fire. The table's on fire. The table is on fire. But now CM Punk, a jawbreaker there, but Punk's still trying to fight back. He's bleeding from the head, and now Punk, is he getting out? No, he's coming back in. It's like he knocked down that table and that flame went out. CM Punk, chances Punk coming back now. Just get out of there, Punk. You're bleeding from the head. He's put you through a ton. And now Batista with a counter. And Batista throwing Punk back in the ring. And now Batista with a Batista bomb. Batista now still wanting for Punk to go through that table, grabbing the table. And now does Batista just have a box of matches in his boot? Again, the table is on fire. And now Batista, no, not this. Batista looking for the Batista bomb and not through the table. CM Punk somehow avoids it. Hallelujah. And now Batista, a double choke slam. And Batista with another spine buster. And Punk is out of it. Batista looking to put Punk through the flaming table with a Batista bomb, but no, Punk able to still avoid it. Batista is not going to rest, it looks like, in a backbreaker after Punk celebrating his victory with Otunga. And a jackhammer after Punk celebrating his victory over Otunga. Batista comes from behind, and what's Batista thinking here? Has Punk by the neck. A double choke slam, and he goes through the flaming table. Punk going through the flaming table off the choke slam, and Punk is out of it. You see bleeding profusely from the head and going through the flaming table. The crowd here in Battle Creek is shocked. EMTs look like they're on their way. Batista, is he done? Throwing Punk out of the ring. You see the crowd is still shocked because EMTs are on their way. Batista saying to get him out of here. And Punk being carried off on the stretcher by a couple of our refs. Punk having to be carried off on a stretcher here. After going through that flaming table, it's getting hard to watch. Batista saying he told him he would end them, but yeah, Batista said a no forgiveness in their match, not from a sneak attack. It looks like we're getting set for our main event right now. It looks like the referee and some of like the ring crew is trying to get all that mess out of the ring.
And coming down the aisle from West Newbury, Massachusetts, he is the #1 ranked contender for the PAWL Championship. Yeah.
And of course, as our announcer said, learning earlier tonight, that John Cena is the #1 contender still to the PAWL Championship. John Cena challenging Brock Lesnar at our next pay-per-view. Extreme Violence in 4 weeks. John Cena, Brock Lesnar, #2 in an Extreme Rules match. What a night it's going to be. Of course, John Cena had it won last night, the championship, if it wasn't for Paul Heyman's distraction. They see our crowd trying to recover from that vicious beatdown. Looks like Batista's wanting to do the same to Cena now as they have cleared the ring, thank goodness. But now Cena, I almost said CM Punk, thinking about Punk and how bad he's got to be hurting if he's even conscious. Looks like the referees, I'm getting a report through my headset that the referees have put him in an ambulance and he's going to be rushed to the local medical facility. Maybe if we have updates by the time this show ends, we'll give them to you. Batista now looking to do that same thing to CM Punk, or John Cena, still just thinking about Punk, but looking to do the same thing to John Cena, but just he can't use any weapons unless he wants to get disqualified. But Cena coming back in a big no. Batista. Side Russian leg sweep. Of course, Batista and Cena have a fierce rivalry against each other. Main eventing pay-per-views before. And now Batista. And a big clothesline knocking him down and still. And another one flipping Cena inside out. And now Batista taunting the crowd. And John Cena charges him with a shoulder tackle. You gotta think John Cena and CM Punk, they aren't the best of friends. But it's not like they despise each other. Cena's gotta be upset, as would be any human being, even if they aren't a CM Punk fan, about what has just happened here. And now Cena with a big right hand flooring Batista. Cena with some more right hands. Batista reversing though, and no, Cena gets out of the way, and a big knee to the face. Cena trying to build momentum, saying, "You can't see me, Batista." Cena with a clothesline knocking him down. Cena now throwing Batista across the ring. Cena with a big shoulder tackle. Now John Cena with some more right hands. Cena Irish whipping Batista across the ring. And a big no. Batista gets out of the way now. Now Batista just trying to choke Cena out. Now Cena with some rights. But no, Batista with the arm. And Batista with an armbar takedown. Cena with some right. No. Batista blocks and then a big punch flooring Cena. I guess I'm still thinking about their match last night, CM Punk and Batista. Now Cena coming back with some rights and lefts. Cena. And Batista stunned against the ropes, but Batista able to throw John Cena. But Cena hangs on, but he doesn't hang on after that spear. Now Batista trying to come back in this match. And Batista, I'm thinking by now, even if Batista wanted to use a steel chair or something to get himself disqualified, that stuff might all be gone after all the stuff that Batista used in that sneak attack against Punk moments ago. Of course, as we said, Punk is now on his way to a local medical facility. Hopefully he is okay. Well, not okay, but hopefully he doesn't have any serious lasting injuries. After that, well, cowardly attack by Batista. He attacked him from behind after he had a match. And now Cena slamming Batista's head into the ground. Cena with a fireman's carry here. And now Cena, you can't see me, Batista. Cena running the ropes and giving it a 5-knuckle shuffle. Cena hits the 5-knuckle shuffle. Cena now stalking Batista, looking to put him away with an attitude adjustment. Cena has him up, and John Cena, attitude adjustment. Cena picking up the win. It looks like 1, 2, no! Batista kicks out at 2. Batista showing some resiliency. Of course, he did kick out of 2 GTSs last night. Batista now working on that arm, trying to negate the strength of John Cena. And now Cena, big move there. And now Batista with a version of the Batista bomb. Looks like Cena was going for a Hurricanrana, kind of. Not really used that much from Cena, but Cena was getting in a Hurricanrana position, and Batista counter with a power bomb. Now Cena with a leapfrog, and another leapfrog, and a third leapfrog. And now just kind of taunting Batista there. Maybe some mind games as now Batista back suplex. Now a big right by Cena, but now Batista continuing to go at it. Now working on that arm, still trying to negate the strength of Cena. And now Batista with a big suplex, and the Animal trying to gain control. Batista thumbs up, thumbs down. Big punch, no. Batista, nice counter. Batista building momentum with a wheelbarrow slam. And another thumbs up, thumbs down. But Cena with a punch. Now Batista coming back, knocking Cena down. And Batista, what's he thinking here? Batista with a big spine buster. We saw him hit those on Punk in his attack. And now a cover. Will this be all 1, 2? No. Cena gets the shoulder up at 2. And now Batista looking for the Batista bomb. And Batista bomb. And is this going to be all for John Cena? Batista scoring a huge victory, proving that he should be in the PAWO title picture. 1, 2. No, Cena at 2.5, kicking out. Both men showing resiliency, kicking out of each other's finishers. And a big punch there, flooring Batista. And Cena trying to get this crowd behind him. And you know, some of them will and some of them won't get behind Cena. Cena looking for a shoulder tackle. Batista catches him and hits a big slam there. Batista now knows Cena. Nice counter with a big elbow. And now Batista counters with a punch. Cena just kind of swinging wildly here, hitting Batista with some combinations. And Batista getting fury here. Now Cena. The movie loves to use that proto bomb, that protoplex, the backslide slam. And now Cena, belly to belly suplex. Cena may be feeling it here. But Batista counters with a big left and a big kick to the gut. A block. And Batista with a big side slam. Batista trying to get fired up. Cena though coming back with some combinations. Cena, Hurricanrana, goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, he almost had Batista off the Hurricanrana. Cena showing some impressive athleticism there with a Hurricanrana. Now Cena with Batista in the corner, but no Batista with a nice counter. No Cena counters. Batista now with the arm. And a takedown. Now Cena. Vertical suplex. Cena trying to build momentum here. Now Cena picking up Batista. And Cena, another surprising, a Hurricanrana there. Cena with a Hurricanrana. And now Cena picking up Batista. John Cena, attitude adjustment. The cover. 1, 2, 3, and Cena wins. A great match there. Cena showing some surprising athleticism, pulling different moves out of his playbook. Will he need that to beat Brock Lesnar in 4 weeks? As Cena gets the win in our main event. Cena, as you see here, going for that shoulder tackle with Batista with that big counter. And now Cena here, you see, with a Hurricanrana, kind of surprising that he hit multiple Hurricanranas, and then the AA, and maybe Batista's attitude will get adjusted. It looks like I'm getting word through my headset that CM Punk is in a local medical facility and getting treated, so we'll have to get an update on that next week. But John Cena proving strong, showing why he deserves to be the #1 contender to the PAWL Championship, and he will. 4 weeks, he will face Brock Lesnar in an Extreme Rules match. Don't forget to check out Superstars of Today for our other great PAWL stars. I am Luke Daniels signing off. Have a great night, everybody. This has been PAWL Heatwave.